I spot someone out there who I recognise. Morning, Dino. I'm okay. How are you this morning? What are you admiring there then?
Oh, just this beautiful leaf.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And as I was walking up, you see that, and then you just look at
I know,
where
it's
they come
red,
in.
isn't it?
Isn't that just beautiful?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's amazing.
Beautiful.
Looks almost like the leaf of Canada, doesn't it?
Yeah, oh, yeah,
That one.
Yeah. I think this is sycamore as much as yeah, it is. You can see the propellers on the end.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which one? All of them. I must say I don't like the middle of summer though.
Right, it's too bit warm.
Stuff starts dying down and things like that.
Yeah.
That's
I think this time of year is my favourite. So the name Dino, okay, is that? I'm trying to think. Is it Italian? You got any Italian ancestry?
No, it's just from the surname Divine. Although our surname is spelled D-E-V-I-N-E. But a friend of mine, his name was Philip when we were young, and he said to me, you know, I don't like the name Philip. That's not cool. And I said, yeah,
Not cool.
So he said to me, he said, I'm going to call you Dino. So I said, I'll call you Pino then. So that's how when I was at work, I was always Henry. But,
Henry.
Yeah. That's
okay.
What's my real name?
And where does Dino come from then?
That's it, from the divine part, just to make it that
Sound
Philip, yeah, with him,
rolls
Dino,
off the tongue.
I was Dino, yeah.
Right.
And then when I met my wife, she heard friends calling me Dino. She said, all right, I'll call you that. But she likes the name Henry, but
Yeah.
when she calls me Henry, I know she's trying to.
She's being serious about something.
I'm going to show you my.
That's really clever. That. See, I'd like to learn to do that. The thing is, Dino, if I put them on candlesticks, I'm thinking is I'm kind of robbing your idea.
Oh no,
But I'm thinking when I go to Oxford,
yeah.
And you can trust me if you like, I can take some of these and I could sell them for you, or
Yeah.
try and sell them along with some bowls.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 or 2 bowls.
Sure.
You just tell me.
In fact, yesterday I texted my son-in-law, Fraser, our son-in-law, and asked him and he says he's got clear varnish.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking of, is putting clear varnish on.
Yeah.
We spoke about it, eh?
I think Ronseal's a good make, one of the better makes actually, Ronseal.
And I think that's what he sent me a photograph of it. That could well be the very thing that the.
They're really good actually,
Yeah,
these Dino.
that's the one. That's the one he sent me.
Yeah, Ronseal's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the best one you can get. It's always worth
Hard glaze, yeah.
spending a bit more money for decent stuff.
I just like to keep the colour. I'll try one of my lesser ones first. Where is this one? There we go. Give that to Sarah.
Brilliant, thank you, Dean. That's very kind.
And this tree, where I cut this from, this wood, that's beech, and that comes from.
Put that in my rucksack.
It comes from sort of the bottom end. You know, Abbey caravan site.
Oh yeah.
They own a strip of wood.
Yeah.
And
thanks, Dino. I appreciate that.
Yeah. They own a strip of wood. I went and saw them.
Yeah.
I saw the lady in the office and I told her, you know, that I'll be taking. Next day she phoned me and said, how big of pieces are you taking? Because they're wanting to leave that there's like they just cut the tree down. And I said, you know, small. I don't know, I've maybe carved like 20 spoons, small spoons from there, you know.
Yeah.
And I keep meaning to take one back to the lady, but
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
She'd appreciate that. She really would.
if she remembered.
Anyway, so today,
Today
what we're going to try, what we're going to attempt to do, because
I will show you, and well, you can have a go at doing it.
I'd enjoy doing that.
We've got these are.
Is that lime again, is it?
Yeah, it's all lime and it's nice and soft. I mean, you can have one, have a bigger, slightly bigger one.
Right.
It's easier to. And what I do, and this is watercolor pencil. Felicity does a bit of painting now and again, and these pencils, I don't know when she bought them, but she doesn't use them anymore. Basically, with watercolor pencils,
Right, okay.
you draw the item as faintly as you can with pencil. Then
Right.
You use this to color it in, and then you put water. You use a brush, and you can blend the colors. And then, as much as what I the experts will make it look really good.
Yeah. Well,
And so if you
been doing it for years.
I only use this because it shows up better. And what I normally do is sometimes I stand it and sort of see, how's it going to look. But you can always afterwards cut it to suit. Like
sure.
this one.
It won't quite stand there, will
I
it?
cut them off, so I'll put that on the bandsaw or something sometime. And then I just go like that, sort of where, you can do the windows big or small as you want, sort of thing.
All right. So you're just doing the
just like
the outline.
Outline on it. Yeah.
Okay. Shall I use this one here?
No, use this one. I just
Okay.
wanted to show you.
Yep.
Sort of something like that. Have a go at that. And really the line is there as when you look over here, you can see I sort of just went over. But as you go, this picks up, all right? So this will pick up on this dark one. Because sometimes I find it. But look, I'm just doing it like a basic sort of outline.
So could you do this on any particular bark, any particular wood?
Any wood, but it's just that some wood will not carve as easy.
Right.
And where this is, lime is one of the easiest ones to sort of carve with,
Yeah.
Thing is, you can go as wide as that's it. Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Oops.
Yeah, just remember, one of the things I always remember, the one guy said when I was watching what he was doing, he always said, remember, try to figure out where's the knife going to go if it slips.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully not into your skin.
Oh yeah, I've had lots of oil leaks in my time.
Yeah. Oil leaks.
Yeah, tons of them.
When did you start doing this, then, Dino?
What, these faces?
Well, just the whole kind of like.
Carving thing,
Yeah.
about 2 and a bit years ago.
Right. What got you into it? Anything in particular?
There was some friends of ours. I was selling stuff for them on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh yeah, I've tried that. It was a waste of time for me. That was.
I've sold some stuff and I bought some stuff from people as well. But anyway, it turned out it was some toys for their daughter.
Right.
Just get the point. Don't let the point go beyond. Yeah, use a point in there. Anyway, do it whatever. You'll see as you go along. You'll learn. Anyway, I went around.
Yeah.
To the house.
If just pull me up, Dino, if I'm doing it wrong.
Yeah. Thing is, nobody ever sort of taught me, but so you almost sometimes learn by mistake. If I show you now.
Well, you found a technique which works for you.
And if you use your thumb to push, because then the thumb, this just guides it in there, and see where you've gone down there now. I sort of just use it and prise it up.
Prise it open.
And if it doesn't prise, then you know that you haven't sort of gone
deep enough in your cut.
And then so it just fine. People knew each other.
Did you grow up in Rhodesia?
Yes, I was born and grew up there. Yeah.
All right. Do you miss it at all, Dino?
Tons.
What's happened to your country though? It's completely gone, isn't it?
Completely. My brother still lives out there.
Right. Is he safe though? Because I hear all sorts
safer
of.
than South Africa.
Yeah.
Oh, South Africa is absolute. They go and I think I was telling you the other day.
Yeah.
They don't just kill people; they torture them. They always go for the older folk as well.
The older folk,
Yeah.
really.
They always go and pick on them and break in somehow, and then they don't just rob them of their goods. They will clean them out. So you want to go right down to there. There's another layer.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Now, dip down and you'll
Keep going down.
Yeah, then you'll see. You're doing good, man. You got the idea.
Mm.
Yeah. When you crank that up, you'll see whether you've gone deep enough. Get it right down to where that's
Yeah.
it. It's just a different color to mine.
Yeah.
It's you there now. But you can carve with any wood at all. That's
Incredible.
yeah. So do you see much of Sandy?
Yeah. I see a fair bit of him.
Yeah.
Obviously, with the lockdown, it's a bit kind of limited with the whole lockdown situation at the moment.
Oh, sure.
But he only lives a few streets down from where I live.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he does.
I've been to his place.
Oh, you have?
Oh, yeah, because
Yeah, he's got a good setup there.
He
hasn't
around where he's making knives. I used to make knives years ago, but obviously not to his
he?
standard.
No, he's pretty
I mean,
good.
he's just.
Doing it for a few years now,
Oh,
because
yeah.
he used to work with me on the taxis years ago.
Oh, I see. Yes.
He used to, but I mean, you know, he got a brain and got out of it. Like I'm trying to grow a bit of a brain at the moment, get out of it myself. But I did have an interview this morning to go and do some driving, only over the telephone.
Oh yeah.
Do some driving for Waitrose, just delivering.
Oh cool.
Yeah, just delivering groceries to people's houses.
Yeah.
But they couldn't guarantee me the amount of hours I actually need.
Consistent sort of hours.
Yeah, because you know I've got mortgage and I've got bills to pay and one thing or another. You know I've got all that.
Oh, yeah.
You know who hasn't really?
Yeah.
Not many. You know we've all got bills and stuff. They could only promise me anything up to around about 27 hours a week, which just won't cut it for me.
But I remember years ago when I was a friend of mine loaned me. We lived in South Surney for 13 years.
Okay.
A friend of mine loaned me his.
Oh dear.
What's that? Cut your trousers.
Yeah, that's right. I just got movement.
Oh wow.
No, don't worry about it. Yeah, we'll probably need some sort of a thing on me, I think.
Yeah, apron sort of.
Yeah, we'll probably. Yeah. But you know, you're learning. You get little cuts and little grazes, aren't you, and things, you know.
All the time.
Yeah.
It's a story of my life.
Well, that's a handy thing to have, isn't it?
See which is the best way. There you go.
That'll be okay. Oh, that's great. That's much better, Dino. Thank you. Right, so I've done that. I've done the line. So
okay,
then
done the line. So now to see what I've done over here. So I've gone quite deep, and then you just hold it again in your one hand,
and then you just
start skewing up. Oh, sorry. Can I just show you something else?
Oops, done it again.
Yeah. If you, I should have done. This is where the cheeks are going to go, and again, nothing sort of too deep, but it just gives somewhere what they call stop cuts.
Right.
Okay, now so all you're going to do is just push that up nice and gently to there.
Yeah.
Top them off. Look how far I've gone. Obviously, the more definition you give the nose,
yes,
the
more pronounced it is.
And that I know the eyes play a lot as well. But the nose, if you can give the old nose a good...
Get a good nose.
So, yeah.
Good proper nose.
And you see how nice this stuff is to carve. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Is that what's the best wood to carve in?
This lime.
Lime.
Other people, they call tulip wood. Or the Americans call lime, they call basswood. And man, I looked for basswood and I kept searching all.
You can't find it.
Yeah, then somebody said to me it's lime. But you know the beauty of it is this wood is free. If it doesn't work out, it goes behind you, and you start again, and you learn.
Go and get yourself some wool.
Yeah, that's what I like about it.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Yes, it's nothing to me. It did nothing better than working with your hands and working with natural products.
Love it.
I think the whole plastic revolution is coming towards an end. I think people are realising the impact it's had globally on the on the environment.
Yeah, we all depend on it. It's unfortunate it's become part of our lives, eh?
Well, it has done for the past 40 years. I mean, you know, you can't go anywhere without
it being about
without it in your face, as it were. You know.
Much, yeah, very much. You know, how are we doing?
Well, I think I'm sort of getting somewhere close to where I want to be.
Okay, that's cool. All right, now what I've done, I did one over there. I just wanted to see if this knife would do. Where we cut down, you've cut down the nose.
Right.
So now you want to cut this part down.
Okay.
The cheeks. So all I did was watch. I'll do the other. So you cut one side, and you just start there, and then just sort of almost curve it in. But again, don't feel you have to go all the way down. Look, it's just giving just a sort of slight definition to get the old shape of the nose. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You got it, Jack. So where did you grow up then?
This area, basically, yeah. Grew up in Shrivenham.
All right.
Moved to Swindon in 1987 when I got married.
Yeah.
Been there ever since, really.
Yeah.
We had big plans years ago of moving to the States, to Dallas.
Oh yes.
For my boys' footballing career.
Oh yeah.
but that didn't quite work out.
And but did he carry on with the football?
No, he didn't, unfortunately. I don't think their heart was really in it.
Yeah.
Well, saying that, I think it probably was, but they didn't push themselves like they ought to have done, you know?
Yeah, no, that is the thing. But it's a lesson that I can understand as well from my own life. Like I said, I was privileged in that I grew up in a good household. I had a stepfather, but he was a good man. He looked after us. And, there were 3 children. My father died when I was 2.
Wow.
He died accident at work, and then
electrocuted, wasn't he?
Yes, that's right. You remember well. Anyway, my mother married maybe he had quite a bit of influence in me on the outdoor stuff. Cause, he loved hunting and fishing.
Oh, right.
By the time I was sort of 11, 12, I shot my first buck.
Oh, wow.
I think the trouble is I didn't kill it outright. And
screamed a bit.
My father said to me, "You can't waste another bullet on it. You've got to slit its throat, you know, kill it."
Oh, wow.
But that's part of living and dying. And he never hunted for fun, for game. It was always for food. If it's straightforward, it's not too bad. But I sometimes just mark. So I know it's pretty obvious the beard's coming down. But when I'm turning the head around to cut the groove in, it's nice just to have a pencil line, because then you know that you're not going wayward.
Yeah.
See, and that's all I do. Just sit there and you just
cut the lines in.
Yeah, just cut some lines in like that. And it doesn't have to be to what you've marked, because that's
just random, really.
Yeah, just random cuts in like that. There you go. But do them sort of from about there, sort of about in line with the mouth, and just sort
of go down.
Yeah. That's it, and just follow it around.
So when you first came to the UK then, Dino, where did you stop in Swindon?
In South Surney.
In South Surney.
My in-laws were living in, they'd come back years before, and they were living at Musicians Benevolent Fund home. My mother-in-law was a matron there.
Right.
As if the wood's been sort of soft and rubbishy, and with the state of my chisel, then I mean, that's not too bad. I'll give it a test to do like the moustache bit, but and this is not too bad. But if not, then what I've done is I've just used a knife and I've just cut the moustache in there like that. You see, you can do that as well.
Yeah.
And that will just give sort of refined sort of cuts on it, you know. But the other bits is just sort of tidying up around the sides of the faces. Do you want to give him a slight skinny face or dropped cheeks?
I think I'll give him some baggy eyes.
Yeah.
He's not been sleeping very well.
And if you use this,
poor guy's been up all night, you see.
If you use this tool over here, that can cut a baggy eye look in as well. See this, but then that wood of yours be almost do like a double cut. Yeah, the world as we knew it will never be the same.
I don't think it will. It was never the same after 9/11, was it? No, it's going to be a different world now. I think we're going to be forced to have some sort of a inoculations or vaccine, I think, Dino.
Yeah. Well,
I think that's coming.
Well, you see, and I think with like a lot of things, initially it would, I mean, other than for people like us who are on the lookout for these things all the time, But initially, the majority of people will say, "What a fantastic idea!"
Of course. I mean, it sounds, the face of it, it sounds good, but I think we've been kind of expecting something like this to occur. To be honest, you know. I just don't know. I've read up a lot about vaccines, how damaging they are. Of course, obviously, how good they are as well. But I'm just a very sceptical person at times.
Very, especially when it's something like this, where the whole corona thing was sort of.
Well, it just came upon us so quickly, didn't it?
It did, eh?
Yeah, it did. But 1 minute life was almost like normal, then the next minute I had absolutely no work at all. Just emails coming in left, right, and centre. We have to cancel. We have to cancel.
Oh wow.
Well, I wish I could do that to my bills.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, there we go.
How you doing?
Yeah, okay.
Beaut.
What should we call him, do you reckon? Call him Dino, shall we?
That's good. I'll tell you what. For a first, that's really good.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that.
And the wood, it was a rubbishy bit of wood. It wasn't as hard as what. I don't mean hard for carving, but that started to what they call spaltered. That was starting to break down.
But looking at him, I think he's definitely got a deficiency in something.
What I have done.
Perhaps he needs to have some zinc or something.
What I have done in the past is just stuck my knife into the eye. This
That
knife.
could be
I've
painful.
got another knife at home, and if he starts screaming like a girl, just ignore him. Use this one. It's a pointier job.
Right. Okay.
I just rolled it around in there, and then I just stick my pencil back in, because when it comes to doing the eyes, I haven't got enough fine detail stuff or anything like that to do it, you know.
You could actually put some little glass in there, couldn't you, if you really wanted to?
Yeah, you could drop a bead. I think that's what some people do.
Yeah, you could really do that. You could really go to town on this, couldn't you, and expand it.
And my uncles were quite well off farmers, and every year in October, at my one uncle's place, they would have a get-together of the families, and there would be like up to 300 people in caravans and tents and everything, and they'd actually pay men to cook all the food, the barbecues and everything else.
Right.
And on the Sunday they would, I don't know if it was who it was or family or whatever, but they would have a church service. See what I've done there is I've just rounded off the, that's beautiful. Also, if you can use this V tool, I've just given him a crease, or you can use a knife in there.
Yeah.
Just cut a V in there, and also just that sun is hot.
Yeah, it's warm, isn't it? It was warmer yesterday, mine.
That's
Quite brutal yesterday.
That made me realise that I don't really need to come back.
Brilliant. Well done. That'll do. That'll do.
But you see, just using that the principle that I showed about that, drawing it out, the center line coming down with the nose.
Yeah.
And he becomes your own man. You know, he's your guy.
That's right. Right, Dino. I think that's the end of the video. I think we're basically there now, aren't we? There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. I'm glad that's what it's all about, is sitting and talking and doing things. And like I've said to people before, you don't have to do what I'm doing. Come and read a book, or just have a coffee, or just do something.
Brilliant. Well, I've enjoyed my time here with you, Dino. It's been great.
I'm glad you come. You said you were going to come.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. When you're here next, then, any idea?
I really don't know. Most times it would be on a Tuesday when Felicity's at the Haven.
Right.
She does Tuesdays and Thursdays then, because I don't like being at home by myself.
No, I don't.
You know,
I got to get out. I really got to get out.
Yeah.
All right, Dino. We'll come round again. All right, Dino. Take care.